We decided one daily segment wasn't enough for Bill Bush and Bill's Thrills, so we turned it into a week-long podcast recap. Here's Bill's Thrills Rewrapped, sponsored by Acres Equipment on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It is a Football Facts Monday, Bill. What is on the docket today?
Well, I appreciate the chance to get a chance to visit about a couple things.
Okay.
And this hit me last night, and Steve, it'll be interesting to hear his version of this. I'm going to talk about the national anthem.
Okay.
The national anthem. So anytime it's on the Olympics, I turn it up. Okay. And so last night I believe it was the women's swim team, the medley relay, I believe they won it. And so anytime that when they play the national anthem, I turn it up and I'm just mesmerized by the national anthem. Like some of the couple of the girls sang it all, some joined in halfway, but it's just extremely emotional. I've also turned up other national anthems for other countries. I'm watching them, see the people in the back. I go this. And then you think, how incredible would it be? Wasn't it who won golf for us?
Scotty Scheffler.
Scheffler broke down. Complete meltdown on the.
He was very patriotic.
Yeah, very patriotic. So it's
wonderful.
It's really cool. So it got me thinking about this. So thinking about this one. Got me thinking about football and the national anthem in football and how cool that is. I remember. So a couple times. First of all, the team generally is not out for the national anthem. They're not on the field for that. So as a coach, a lot of times you would leave. You would depart early. Sometimes you would miss it, but I always wanted to get out for the national anthem because I thought that was one of the coolest things ever on whatever field I was at, and especially on the road, to be part of it. But I wanted to bring this up to get Sip's take on this. Was I spent a lot of my career in the press box, and the national anthem is sacred in the press box. Whenever the national anthem starts, everyone's in the press box. There's usually about literally 8 or 9 people in the press box. The front row is 4 coaches, maybe one extra person in the front. There's people in behind them. But when the national anthem starts, for my entire career in the press box, everyone's up, not a word said, and there's just a level of respect that goes on forever. So I wanted to hear Sip's take what it's like in the press box when you're covering it as a game. Because from coach's standpoint, it was as sacred of a time. Mm-hmm. It's dead quiet. No one says a word. When you get done, there's a few fist bumps. You get on your headsets. Mm-hmm. You check that everybody can hear you. But it was just the national anthem caught me because I love it in the Olympics. And I got to thinking about football, how much I love it in football and seeing it on the field. But to me, in the press box, it was even cooler to be in the press box.
Now that you mention it, I'd never really thought about it. But you have for instance, for a Nebraska football game, you have a ton of people in that press box. I mean, it's packed. Mm-hmm. And that's about the only thing that quiets it down.
Stops everything.
Yeah, that's about the only thing that stops everything. During the game, it's supposed to be kind of quietish, but it's usually not that quiet. But yeah, you're right. When the national anthem occurs, it is quiet. God, that is interesting now that you think about it.
I remember being parts of different one. The one at the national championship game that I was part of at LSU was incredible because Trump and his wife came out prior to the national anthem.
His wife's name, Jake?
Melania.
They came
the
out.
Lovely Melania.
They came out prior to. Then they did the national anthem, and just being in the press box for that was really, really cool because I got to see it from up top.
Where was? I'm sorry.
It was in New Orleans. It was in
that's right.
In the Superdome. Yeah. And so, but just like I said, and there has never been a time. There's been a time that someone might be writing something or doing something, give them like a nudge, like, "Hey, national anthem!"
100.
Boom, and you pop up.
Yep.
It is just you immediately stop everything you're doing, and there is no snickers or laughing about something. It is like laser focus, and I'm sure that's the same way, like I said, in the press box. So I just wanted to hit on the national anthem. It just hit me last night because I love the Olympics. I love how it's done. I turn the music every time up. I crank it up, and they start playing the national anthem. I crank it up to watch it. Then I get to thinking about football, and it's just so cool. Different football. It's at the start. Mm-hmm. National anthem in the Olympics at the end. Mm-hmm. For the winners only. And I also thought about one more thing. Just watching that 100-meter race of Jamaica
that
being
was pretty epic.
They even called Jamaica as the winner.
They did,
and they called Jamaica as the winner. And obviously, the United States won. But it was just, I mean, to be that close to having your national anthem played and not getting it would be, and then on the other part of it to have your national anthem played, I think it's really, really cool. But the football part of it is amazing.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You're on a heater because the Chain Gang thing on Friday is beautiful too. The Chain Gang.
Sam Cooke.
We had the song.
That song.
We had the song.
The Chain
I
Gang.
sent the song to you
The
guys.
Chain Gang may be going away, in football. But yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
That was beautiful. That was Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisors. National Anthem, the topic today. For Bill. Tuesdays are reserved for Bugaboo Tuesdays.
Things that bother me.
Things that bother Bill, and what is bothering you today?
One
Bill.
quick update also with Mid Plains Advisors.
Okay.
Scott reached out to me yesterday that they've updated the app, the tax-free app. And so you need to go back to the App Store to get that. So they've got it.
Gotta go back to the App Store.
They've got it built in now. So with the app, they also have like performance points. So when you run so much money through the tax-free app, you also get credits, and they have and you can purchase items with it. And so it's kind of like green stamps in a way. So you run money through the tax-free app. Also, you can get gifts. So you want to make sure that you got on that right away. And Scott put that together himself.
There's no reason not to be rich right now.
Yeah, there's no reason right now. There really isn't. There's no reason to be able to do it. Things that bother me, Steve.
Okay.
Thought maybe I'd go back in time. Maybe see if that would happen. Bugaboo Tuesday. The devastating dissolving of door-to-door cosmetic sales. The devastating dissolving of door-to-door cosmetic sales. Respect and restore the Avon lady. Respect and restore the Avon lady. She came as a friend, a consultant with product and hope of a better life. And she's disappeared.
Where'd she go?
Remember Steve, the Avon lady?
Yes, I do.
Every single person of our age can talk about it. My mom sold Avon.
She
She
did?
sold Avon, and she was part of the Avon product. Everyone in
Your mom
every
sold
town,
Avon?
every small town had an Avon lady.
Yep.
They came, Jake.
100.
They sold cosmetics door to door. They would come to your house with a big box of stuff. You also had a little pamphlet you would look at to be able to get the gear that you wanted. They would come in and they'd give you cosmetic examples in your house. That's how it was sold. Talk about better times. You want to talk about better times?
Jeez.
Everyone, Jake,
This is
Jake,
amazing.
Store comes
Jake,
to you.
you've never heard of the Avon lady.
I have heard the Avon lady.
They went door to door with cosmetic sales. It's the number one most successful door to door makeup enterprise in history, and it's no longer exists. There's no, you know what? Just order it on Amazon. I'll have it tomorrow. How about having a lady stop by, have come in and say, "Hi Sharon, how you doing today?" Came in like that. Oh, what do you have here? You need some lotion, need this. There was Avon product all over our house.
And then they could talk about stuff.
They could
too.
talk about what's going on in town, what's going on.
Yeah.
In Columbus, there would have been several. They would have had areas
Yeah,
of
they
the
did.
town. They'd had several.
They did.
Small towns just had one. There wasn't a town in Nebraska that was not hit by an Avon salesman. There was not. Every
Avon
small
lady.
Avon lady had it. And
There was
that's
an
how-
Avon lady.
Yes. And they were so nice, so kind. And when you'd see her like that, it's right up there with the Swans man. It was what the Swans man
Happy to see him.
did for us.
Kids.
For kids. That's what the Avon lady did
For a woman.
for a woman.
Yeah.
Yes. And then there were still some men products there also.
God, it was a way different time. It was just a way different time.
It was better times, Steve.
It was-
is what it was.
it was
there,
better time.
There was door-to-door cosmetic sales.
I mean, it was more. I don't want to go down too far down this road, but there's more traditional households. You know, your mom. There's a lot of moms that weren't working; they were raising their kids. It was a different time.
There's a
You know.
front porch.
Yeah, there's a front porch.
There's a front porch on the house,
Yeah.
Jake. And the Avon lady was welcomed into the house. too.
Yeah.
Come on in, have a drink.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
no, that's
absolutely.
like 100.
Yeah, 100. They might be there for 2 hours. They also might be talking about what's going on downtown.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, some things that
I
that
can
are
remember
happening.
my
The
mom.
gossip girl.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
remember my mom with the Avon lady. I definitely remember that. I can't remember who the Avon lady was, but it was. They don't hire just anybody to be an
No,
Avon
that's
lady.
it was. If you were the Avon lady, it's a very prestigious role in town. You were invited to all the.
Please read your. Please read your.
I'll
headline
end with
again.
this. The
Okay.
devastating dissolving of door-to-door cosmetic sales. Respect and restore the Avon lady. She came as a friend, a consultant with product and hope of a better life.
I'm sure you know we have response to this, by the way, in the text line.
That is
That
beautiful.
that was a well-written.
Yeah.
You have a gift.
They don't have a gift.
Yes,
Yes,
you
you
do.
do.
Oh,
Have a
you
gift.
can write.
You
can
have a
write.
I'm
gift.
unemployed.
You're a surprisingly good writer.
I'm unemployed, and you know that.
You're not unemployed. You're working right now.
Some response from the text line to this. Barney says, my mom was an Avon addict. Her and the
can of worms.
Her and the Avon lady would smoke Benson and Hedges ultralight lights for a couple of hours.
This gets better all the time. Just smoking Benson and Hedges. That's beautiful.
Rubbing lotion
For hours.
Try this lotion on your feet. Have me another smoke. A little shot of gin. I can taste some gin.
Oh my God, that's beautiful.
That's beautiful. Who was that?
Trying on blood.
That was Barney.
Barney smoking cigarettes.
was an Avon addict.
Come over. Thank you.
Ryan in
Better
California.
times.
Ryan says, I have boxes full of Avon from my great grandma. That's in California. Ryan is that.
Keep going.
Keep going. Just spend the rest of the show on
Someone
it.
says, I still get my deodorant from the Avon lady to this day. So I guess somehow that exists.
So
somehow.
the Avon product
I'll be
can still
damned.
I didn't know. You probably have to order it probably, but there's no Avon lady.
I'll be
But,
damned.
CP in Hastings says, Bill, my wife is 28 and still has an Avon girl. Doesn't go door to door, but has a catalog that she orders from.
Catalog.
Catalog.
Okay, nice.
Okay, catalogs are still good.
Good.
That's better time
It's
too.
better time.
That was not frowned upon for the Avon lady to come in and smoke Benson and Hedges with your mom. That was not frowned. That was not like, well, there's something weird. No.
No, encouraged.
No, encouraged. Come on in and grab a cigarette.
kitchen.
In the kitchen. Grab a cigarette.
Or
Let's go.
in the living room,
Might
too.
be. Let's go over what's going on. Might have a cup of coffee and a couple smokes.
Well, we'll end on this one because you'll understand why. Reg in Southeast Lincoln says this. He says, amazing, coach. My mom was an Avon lady.
Whoa.
And also, my dad was on the Chain Gang on Friday nights. You're speaking to my life
Oh, my
right now.
God.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain gang.
Sam Cooke.
That's the sound of the men working on the chain.
It's on Chain Gang on Friday.
Oh, there's
Avon today. You
Who? Ha! Who?
Ben, thank you for that.
Thank you.
Back to more of Bill's Thrills Rewrapped. Sponsored by Acres Equipment on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Bill, the floor is yours on a Wednesday. What's on your mind today?
Appreciate. Well, what is Wednesday, Jake?
It's usually them's fighting words Wednesday.
Them's fighting words is back.
All right.
Okay.
Them's fighting
All
words
right,
is
Steve,
back.
now we're settled.
Ties right into the season too. Back to school shopping for kids is stupid. Back to school shopping for kids is stupid. Nope, it's went away. Me and Steve lived it. It's no longer a thing. Remember back to school shopping?
Yes.
I can tell you exactly.
100.
All right, kids in the car, we're doing back to school shopping.
Yep.
We're gonna get supplies, which now you just get on Amazon.
Oh, God.
And
Don't tell me
also
that.
that everything's on Amazon, and also you just shop year round.
Don't say it.
You just shop year round.
Let's just pretend it's not happening.
When you used to load up, I don't know where you went, Steve, like that. We went to Sioux City.
No.
We'd load up.
We didn't
and-
have to.
Columbus handled it. You could handle it in Columbus.
Tempo.
big enough town.
Tempo Mall.
Temple. Yeah. So you had a plan.
Rulers.
Everything you need.
Yeah.
And then clothing. You got
Erasers, clothing.
you got a couple of pairs of jeans,
Yep.
a few shirts.
Oh, jeans, big.
Jeans were big. Yeah.
Brass buckle.
When you showed up at school, everyone had new clothes on.
Yep.
Looked
Everyone had school clothes on, and you went shopping for it. Kids get in the car. You would see at this time of year, going around the malls, that moms with their kids, and they're getting stuff, and the kids are fired up. It's all for school. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, come on.
There might be some of it,
Bill,
but for
come
the
on.
most part, it's not a thing.
Are you
know
sure?
why? Just get it on Amazon. Just get it on Amazon. Just have the stuff sent to your house. It's fine. Or they just shop year round. Everything's accessible. There was special stuff. It was a big deal in the stores. It was back to school.
Better times.
Better times. It was back to school. I can remember the ride to Sioux City. I can remember the drive up there.
See, you were in a little smaller town. Like
we were
the smaller towns came to Columbus.
Yeah, the smaller town. They would have. If
They would come to
They would
Columbus.
come to Columbus. If you're in Fullerton, you probably went to
Yeah.
Grand Island.
Maybe.
Genoa, you probably came to Columbus.
Yeah.
Kind of in that
I don't
area.
know what the split is.
Yeah,
but
Monroe
Yeah.
and all that
Yeah,
area.
yeah, to Columbus.
To Columbus.
What I remember more than the clothes is the notebook, ruler, erasers.
And
Like,
then
that was big to
And
me.
then it was the big thing was when you're younger was I don't know, your parents going to spring for it, the big box of crayons, the 64 with the sharpener on the back? They're going to spring for that bad boy?
That was a
Usually
great
not.
box. by
Not
the
usually.
way.
No, I
not
didn't.
with 4 kids.
No, that wasn't our deal either. It's like, hey, you're going to get yourself about 22 crayons. And that's going to that's going to cover it.
You're kind of
That's
counting on stealing from somebody.
somebody else. You hope it's somebody
Using
else.
their sharpener.
Using their sharpener, something else. Yeah, you didn't get that. No.
Oh man,
Glue.
Bill.
Elmer's glue.
Glue, big.
Glue was big. Glue was big. Now you just get the stuff online. It's not the same.
Elmer's
It was
glue was
a
big.
tradition. It was forever, and it's all changed in the last few years. It's all changed.
I didn't-
Jake, did you go?
Absolutely, yes, I liked it too. Yeah, I wasn't like I didn't like going back to school usually, but I did like the back to school shopping. That was a good day.
I mean, I'm not
it
saying
was
I
a great
liked
day.
it,
It was a great day.
Yeah, I tried clothes on.
Yep.
I remember.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
No, you tried them on.
Yes.
It wasn't, hey, grab those.
Had
No.
to.
Try them on.
Uh-huh.
Get
Yeah,
in
you-
there.
You were a little more that way than a lot of dudes, I think, because you
I was
wore
told
the
to try 'em on.
stocking cap
I
to match your hair down, all that.
I did. That's
You
called
were
a hair.
conscious.
It was called a hair former.
Yeah.
It's called a hair former. I also wore, for part of my hair former, I had a Houston Oilers hat that I wore every day, and Maureen Winky, the home ec teacher, threw it away.
No.
Threw it away.
No.
Threw it away. I'd wore it so much like that. She just got tired of it. Threw it away.
And now you have a new one
True
from
story.
AJ. You have a new
Yeah, new
Oilers
one.
hat.
Yes.
She sort of overstepped.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
bad.
Threw it away. I'm just telling you what happened. I'm still.
She sort of
Pretty
overstepped.
shameful.
It was
lawsuit
it was
there.
it was like a napkin. That's what it was like. That's how it was. How beat down it was. It was just like it was like wearing a napkin.
Okay, maybe she should have.
Maybe she should have. Maureen, thank you. It's probably time.
Wow.
But anyway,
Back to
that had-
school
Back
shop.
to school. Anything from the text line,
How
Jake?
about Ben says, how about the good old Trapper Keeper? Remember that thing?
The Trapper.
Oh, yeah.
That's my age, at least. Trapper
Yeah,
Keeper.
I remember we talking
Keeping
about
it
it.
all together.
I didn't
all
do
the
any of
stuff.
that. That's too much
Me and
for
Steve
me.
didn't have
Didn't have
that.
Trapper
No, we
Keeper.
didn't have
That's
that.
more
No.
my age then, okay.
Yeah, you didn't have the keeper. We just put stuff in our had a desk you put it into.
Cough Dog says this. Bill, you are the Bob Ross of better time storytelling.
I would say
Painting
so.
a beautiful picture. Now that's a
Today-
compliment
Bob
right
Ross.
there.
That means a lot because
It
watching him paint was one of the most remarkable things in the world.
Seriously.
Talk about painting a picture. He was.
Bob
Who
Ross.
said that?
That was Cough Dog.
Cough Dog. Thank you.
That's a compliment.
That's so kind of you.
Today's been really good with the pies and the back to school
It's
shop.
better times. I remember in the bottom of our desk, we would make fake fingernails.
Ooh.
We'd take the Elmer's glue and you had these
Oh,
little,
yeah.
and you'd
Okay.
pour them in
Oh,
the
yeah.
you'd pour 'em in the bottom,
Gotcha.
and you'd let it harden, and you'd get them out, and you could like put them on your fingers. You do stuff, but you were always making glue things. I was always doing that. I was always making the glue, and then there was also sometimes you had paste. Remember the old one? You unscrewed it, the paste. Rubber cement.
Rubber
Some
cement.
rubber cement. Oh, you want to think you want to all of a sudden get your life like you're living. I'm talking about top end living. Rubber cement.
Rubber cement was
In
I
the
was
brown bottle.
Barely familiar with it.
Yeah, and-
because it was so rare.
Yeah, it's like are you serious? You have rubber cement?
All right.
Yeah.
What's that for?
Greg in Tilden says, new shoes for the year. Big ticket item. If you pick the wrong ones, you get clowned in PE.
Oh yeah, you would.
Nice shoes.
Yeah, there's a chance you're gonna get clown. I know this. We came up in an area yet, I believe, Steve, that because you might have a pair of tracks on from Kmart, or you might have a brand name like that. It still wasn't that big of a deal. I don't remember it being that big of a
Not
deal.
that big of a deal.
Where now it's a big,
way bigger
It's
deal.
a way
I
bigger
think
deal.
it was a
Back
big-
then, it didn't matter
No,
as much.
Not
but
as it mattered.
it
but
mattered,
not as much.
but not as much. It didn't matter quite as much with what was going on. So that's still my best friend.
We
whatever.
were back in the days. I mean, we've talked about this, but corduroys were big. Corduroys.
the corduroys.
Yeah.
Zit, zit,
Yeah.
zit. When you walk,
It was
yeah.
cool to have a
It's,
pair of corduroys.
corduroys. Very
Couldn't sneak
cool.
up on anybody in those
Oh,
things.
you wore corduroys a lot.
Yeah.
You haven't even seen a pair. I haven't seen
No,
a
you
pair
don't
of
see
corduroys
them.
for they don't even exist
Nobody
anymore.
wears them.
This
No.
will make you feel better, Bill. Someone from Pennsylvania, not Walter, different Pennsylvania number says, we still take our kids on an individual date for back to school shopping. So they're still trying to do that.
See,
Thank you.
It just
There's
doesn't
some
happen
people
as
that do
much.
try. There's some that try. It's just not quite the same. Nor was there the buzz. When you went to the mall, like today, like in Sioux City, if you went to the mall, there'd be tons of other families there.
Yep.
Moms just out there
Shopping.
just getting stuff done.
Shopping.
Big bags of stuff. And you came home, you got it all out. It's fired up. God, it was better times.
Last one here from this is from somebody.
Is it Saint Potato?
No, I don't have a name on this one. Lisa. This is Lisa.
Lisa. Good name.
She says, we would always go school shopping at the Conestoga Mall in GI. We'd make it a day
Okay.
of it. New clothes and new tennis shoes always. It was an event. Better times, says Lisa.
Better
Thank you.
times. You
The
can still do
Conestoga
it, though.
Mall.
You can still do it if you want.
You can still do it, but it won't be the same.
No, it won't be as many
the same.
people.
It's just like, Mom, why don't we just get it online? We can have Amazon will have it here tomorrow at by noon. Yeah, not the same.
God
Not the
dang
same.
it. Yeah, Amazon. Don't get me started.
That is Bill's Thrills, sponsored by Dirk Scott and Ty at Mid Plains Advisor. You stick around for the game.
I gotta
still?
go.
Okay, Bill's got to go. He's going to go speak at 9. He's got to get out there. So
Can we say where?
yeah, we already said it.
Oh,
Sandhills.
going to Sandhills.
Yeah, he's speaking to Sandhills today.
This is a big speech.
Big speech today. So we'll see you tomorrow, Bill. Thank you guys. All right, we're gonna
Crush it.
Yeah. That's the last thing you're gonna hear today.
Back to more of Bill's Thrills Rewrapped. Sponsored by Acres Equipment on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
It's a cool parenting tip Thursday. Is that right, Bill?
It is a cool parenting tip Thursday. It's simple. It's very simple. Not a bunch of crazy. It's not the Avon lady. It's some different things. A very simple title to go with it. But I think it's imperative to teach your kids this.
Okay.
And I think you want to start at an early age and walk them through it. Oil change is a game changer.
Ooh.
Oil change is a game changer.
One.
And I know that real men change their own oil. I don't do that. I go to a Jiffy Lube, a
I don't know
Valvoline,
about that.
whatever.
Yeah.
But it's the most. Teach your kids how to function at an oil replacement venue. Teach them how to function. Because I'd way to teach our daughter this. You don't know what you're doing if all of a sudden they got to whip in there on your own and you go get your oil changed.
Oh, I made a mistake one time.
Yeah, it's easy to make mistakes. First of all, for me, it's therapeutic. I went yesterday. I go to Valvoline out on Highway 2 by Good Life out there.
It's therapeutic.
Because it's so relaxing. And Richard comes out like that and he checks your lights and does the stuff. And then I pull up. I talk to him, windows down, and I'm talking about what's going on. We talk about the days, about the weather, all that stuff. It's just relaxing to me. And I know when I leave that everything, like they're checking tire pressure, all your fluids are up.
That's therapeutic.
Everything is done. Plus, here's what you have to teach your kids. This is going to come up with like that. The dreaded air filter dilemma. They always bring the air filter out. It's like, what are you thinking here? And you don't know what a good air filter looks like. You have no idea. But these guys were so good. Richard's like, I wouldn't do it right now. I think you're fine. Most of that trying to see, but you have to teach your kids, hey, what do you do when you go get the no, it's real simple. You had it changed last time.
Bill, some kids don't know to change the oil.
They have no idea.
Right.
And
they just drive it till it's...
exactly. No idea. Well, how did it when I bought it?
I hope kids are listening right now.
They should be.
I'm just telling you, when you get a chance to go in, go to the one out there right by on 84th and Highway 2, the Valvoline, and just meet Richard. It's the best. I go, Richard, how long you been here? He goes, started as a tech, moved up to assistant manager, got a chance in my own store.
Nice.
It was incredible.
Nice.
Absolutely incredible. But to have the knowledge, and when you walk in like that, oh, what do you want? I want this oil. I want to be able to do this.
But monitor it.
You have to teach them. It's not, the first time you whip in there, overwhelming. If you've never done it before, if you've never been there, and they tell you, they're like, all right, bring it in.
Oh, that's
bring
hard,
it in.
right
away. Bring it
You're
in.
always
Here
afraid
you
you're going
go.
to drive right into that hole.
Drive right in the hole. And just so you know, there's people in the hole.
Right.
So you can't just drive down in there.
No, you never will.
No, you never would. Don't be
about it.
scared. But to bring your kids along and just be like, hey, here's what's going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
And also be like that. They're incredible people. They're just such nice people. I love going there. It's one of my favorite things.
The one mistake I made, and Trix just never let me hear the end of it. I went to Jiffy Lube one time, and I just walked in and said, here's $100. Just do what you got to do. She said, well, you may not need to just change your oil. Yeah. Why would you give him $100? I just said, here's $100. Just do what you got to do. But anyway, here's the thing that you could get caught on as a youngster. You're right. It can be overwhelming when they start coming at you with different things. You know, when was the last time you were here? What's your mileage? Okay. All that. Just calm down. Yeah. They'll guide you through it. Yeah. But I would say monitor what's going on. I would add that because I pulled out of a Jiffy. I shouldn't have said Jiffy.
Nope, this was
15, 20 years ago. So they didn't do anything. They didn't change the oil. I mean, they just didn't do it, and they sent me on my way. And my light was still on. My change oil light, and I looked. Then it was still low. And I went back, and they were really apologetic. They said, "Well, I'm sorry, you just got out of here. We were busy."
You were in the pit.
I was going to Kansas City too. I mean, I needed it done, so I.
They apologized though.
Yeah, they were
fixed it.
totally
The
apologetic.
other thing that blows me
But
away.
monitor it. Watch what they're doing.
I pull up there and they're going like, they go, okay, press that button over here, click over here. They knew how to clear my system back to get it back to zeros. They knew all that. I was like, he goes, yeah, GMC's pretty self-explanatory. We can do this.
Trained.
But just it's relaxing when you know what's going on. It's relaxing when you know what's going on. And as youth, you don't know that. I can remember the first time I went, I'm going like, I have no idea what's going on. I have no clue what's going on
changing
here.
your oil, I don't think it's easy.
It's not.
I'm not the real men change the oil thing. It's hard. Greg changed mine. Missing Two's Greg. I watched. I was like, I couldn't do. I don't think I could even do it.
No, I could do it like on my mini bike. That was
Yeah.
it. Something like that you
Mower.
could do. Mower. Yeah, you can do it on that.
But Jake,
Did
get
you
under a
watch
car.
with the intent to try to do it yourself eventually, or what? Say, this is not gonna
It's too
happen?
much.
Yeah,
No,
I can't do it either.
It's
for 3
dumb
here.
to do it yourself. Be honestly, have a pro do it. It's not the dumb. It's a little bit. But have a pro
you guys are
you
really
get all
good
the
at
other stuff with it.
Yeah.
It's air pressure. It's all your fluids topped off. Da 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 da. Jake, anything from the text line?
From the text line 464-5685. See, Gorilla Bear says. He sends me it's a picture with it's a meme, whatever. What do you
A meme, yeah.
Meme, yes. It says Jake carrying this conversation. A very confused person says, "Wait, you guys are changing your oil?" Yeah, I change. I don't do it myself.
Yeah.
I go get
To
it done.
somewhere.
That's
Yeah,
right.
To somewhere.
Adam says, or teach them how to change it. Great life skill. If you're capable, yeah.
It's
But
a lot to
not
get
easy
underneath
to
get
do.
underneath the car
Not
and do
easy
that.
to
Plus,
do.
like that, you have daughters. Is that what you want your daughter doing?
No.
Not that underneath
No.
the car like
I
that.
don't think so.
I don't think so. Just teach them how to build a
God,
go into
people
it.
can do it though.
Yeah, they can, and I'm proud of them. They can do
Greg
it.
can do it.
Yes,
Missing
yeah,
Tooth Greg.
Big Greg. That's come on.
Big,
That's
big,
a different guy.
big,
Child's
uh,
play.
yeah.
Big B says kids need to learn the basic car care fundamentals and don't beat your cars up. They are an investment. Cars are.
100.
Yeah. Because what
Basic.
can happen when your son or daughter goes to college, this is not on their mind to get the oil changed.
It's not.
It's not. It's like,
Well, you
hey,
got to
do
put it in their mind.
Yeah, you got to put it. Hey, listen, you have to get this done.
Yeah.
Nice thing now is it pops up on your neck. Mine's real simple. It's like it just pops up on my computer on my deal. Hey, you need to get your oil changed.
It's always on my
Richard, talk to Richard out at Valvoline.
It's always on my mind. I mean, I check my oil probably too much. I just check it all the time just to make sure.
God, that was so much fun. Bill, you have to whip that out. and check
Tater
that.
just sent a picture from yesterday. He was below the car. He says, this happened to me yesterday. The oil filter is a lot heavier than I thought it was. He said he's below the car. Took a selfie below the car. as He's
Interesting.
changing his oil.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
it's
yesterday.
Interesting.
God,
It's not
that-
easy to
It's
do.
not easy. Nice job, Tater. Nice job.
I like this. I like this.
And I guess Barney, because we're doing a free plug here. Barney says, Bill, that Valvoline you talked about also has, they will air up your tires if one gets low, free of charge, if you have the sticker in the window.
Well, really, anytime you just whip in there. I didn't know that.
I know.
And that would be a lot easier.
Get in
to do.
there.
Because I'm just tell you right now, when I go to do it myself, and then I have that little gauge on it to see if you get it right. That's not easy to do.
No. I just go by feel.
Yeah, on a car,
It
on a
looks
truck
right.
tire.
Yeah, that feels good.
That was-
I think this is all right.
Remember that on a bike like that?
Oh, yeah.
I was just like, oh, that feels good.